A look back at 2020, from the coronavirus pandemic to Black Lives Matter to the record-breaking hurricane season. Even though 5 people were killed in less than 2 weeks in these locations, separated by just 3 miles, Chief Leonard Papania says there's no indications the crimes are connected. This 1.3 billion number, in fact, is an all-time record. The only other time the number went over 1.3 billion was in 2007. We've had a hot and humid day on the coast. To me, it felt like the hottest day of the year so far. Coastal Mississippi is now using the creativity of South Mississippi residents to bring more visitors here to the coast. This is a remarkable scene. I'm on Canal Road just south of the interstate. Take a look at the large smoke cloud coming up over the tree line. As you heard earlier, rain is headed our way, and it really can't come soon enough for parts of Harrison County that have been ravaged by a growing brush fire. In a year filled with historic moments, the COVID-19 pandemic is one that sticks out more than others. We begin with breaking news tonight. Mississippi has its first presumptive positive case of coronavirus. You could tear up your bracket before March Madness ever even begins. The NCAA basketball tournament is canceled. The global coronavirus pandemic is now a national emergency. How U.S., statewide, and local leaders are responding. Tonight, coronavirus moves closer to South Mississippi's shoreline. The newest confirmed case is in Pearl River County. Earlier today, we got the official word from Merit Health that a patient being treated here has indeed tested positive for COVID-19. Just into the newsroom, the Pearl River County School Board unanimously agrees to delay the start of the school year by 1 week. That decision made just in the last half hour at a special called meeting. Moss Point schools also announcing just this afternoon they will join the growing group of districts delaying the start of the fall semester. The health department once again reporting more than 1,000 new cases in a single day, and Governor Reeves extending the mask mandate in more than a dozen counties. A day we've been waiting for. 181,095 Mississippians have been infected with the virus and 4,204 have died. Now, after inoculations officially started this afternoon, a handful of Mississippians have received the vaccine that healthcare leaders hope will signal the beginning of the end of the pandemic. The 2020 hurricane season was record-breaking and a never-ending saga for us. Residents across the area are preparing for the incoming rain, flooding, and wind tonight. Tristan Rupert joins us live from Hancock County. And Tristan, what are people doing there to get ready? Just about 24 hours from now, we will certainly be feeling the impacts of Hurricane Zeta. We've seen so many close calls in this hurricane season.
Yes.
South Mississippi has been in the cone 7 times, and this is our hurricane. We're not getting out of this one. And it's been a while since South Mississippi has seen this widespread of an impact. Right now, every inch of our viewing area is certainly feeling the impacts. And if the water is up that high there at the Golden Nugget, that gives you an idea of what the conditions are like all along Highway 90.
WLOX.
I think I saw the lights kind of move here in the studio. Many of you are probably watching us now from your mobile device instead of your TV like normal, as thousands are still without power. Taking a look now at some of the outages across the coast. Damage and debris still a factor further south as well, even forcing the Mississippi Gulf Coast Marathon to shift its endpoint from inside MGM Park. Both chambers right back here in the Mississippi State Capitol building voting overwhelmingly to change the state flag. Today, with a brief address at the governor's mansion, and then with a stroke of a pen, Governor Tate Reeves signs House Bill 1796 into law. It only took a few moments to end what has been decades of heated debate over the banner. Before signing the bill to retire the flag, Reeves said, in this time, with Mississippi facing so many obstacles in this year of 2020, now was the time to put divisions aside and face the future. Tonight, Mississippians now know which state flag they will be voting on November 3rd. The State Flag Commission made the selection to put on the ballot today. In official state buildings, the flag hasn't gone up, but I am seeing more and more businesses and homes flying the flag. As you see those flags driving across Mississippi, what do you think is being a part of that selection committee? Just minutes after the polls closed tonight, Joe Biden was declared the winner of the Mississippi Democratic primary for president. And with this huge margin of victory over Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden is set to receive almost all of Mississippi's 36 delegates in the Democratic race for president. On the Republican side, you see, no surprise here, Donald Trump receives almost 100% of the vote in the Republican primary. The president's daughter Ivanka called him the people's president, Was there a moment in this speech tonight that you feel like that he was able to go out there and maybe recruit some new voters? You're looking in live now at polling places. As many of you know, if you've been out today, those lines have been lengthy all day here in South Mississippi and across the country. Right now, we have teams out across South Mississippi to give you a first-hand look at today's record turnout. Several states have already been called tonight. The state of Kentucky and West Virginia going into the column, the red column, for President Donald Trump, while Vermont goes for Joe Biden. And actually, we just had another state declared as we were on the air with you. Virginia goes to former Vice President Joe Biden. So this is early, but we are starting to get Electoral College results. Joe Biden right now leading in the Electoral College count 16-13, but very early. A lot will change as we go forward. And I'm excited to take a break from the election action to talk about some football. Much needed break there.
Absolutely.
So with Ole Miss not playing Texas A&M, the Rebels' next game will be the battle for the Golden Egg against Mississippi State next Saturday. Well, the rain didn't stop the high school football playoff action. We have live team coverage from the South State Championship games. Michael Dugan, you see there in Pascagoula, and Tristan Rupert in Poplarville. Starting with Michael, Pascagoula falls to West Jones 18-16, but the Panthers did have an impressive comeback. It is certainly cooling off tonight. You see the Christmas decorations behind me. It really feels like it's supposed to on Christmas, doesn't it? Get ready to bundle up over the next few days. Thank you, Eric. And thank you for joining us here on WLOX News Now. We hope you have a great night, and we'll see you in a few minutes on WLOX CBS.